Nights at 11 Eastern on Live 365 Radio, home of the big guns.
Whether building, expanding, or remodeling, the name in site work is Savino Contracting. Experts in demolition, excavation, sewer and septic tank installation, and site prep. Get in touch on Twitter at Savino Contract or call 508-989-0960 or email to evsavino@yahoo.com. Savino Contracting has what it takes to get the job done. Sorry about that, folks. Time Warner has picked the exact time my show starts to want to update internal software. Thank God it didn't take but a couple of minutes to do that. Hey, sometimes you fly around the mountain, sometimes you fly into it. Welcome, everybody. I'm Mike Allen. This is On the Air. And joining me live in the multi-$100 studio of Armed Radio Global here in the great state of Texas. He hails from San Antonio, started with Inspire Pro Wrestling at their inception, and now they're on their fifth show, I think, fifth or sixth show. They started July of last year. The play-by-play commentator, and he's been a wrestling fan since 2002. Please welcome to the show, on the air, Mr. Eamon Payton. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on, Mike.
Hey, thanks for coming on. It's short notice. I had, anytime anything happens in radio or anything, the card is subject to change.
Absolutely, especially in wrestling, too. So.
especially in wrestling, especially in indie wrestling.
Yes, definitely.
I don't think they have that problem. The higher levels. It just may be me. I don't know, but. Everybody seems to show up except CM Punk.
Yeah, well.
Well, welcome. We've got a big event coming up. This is the fourth show?
I believe the sixth event, actually. And it's really cool for us. We're actually coming up in a few months on our one-year anniversary, so this is going to be really fun for us. It's crazy. It's kind of been winding kind of close, so it's really cool to see.
Well, I tell you, as a ring announcer, I started in the indie ranks. I started with Velocity Pro Wrestling and ICPW out of Taylor, and then here in Austin with Austin Rhodes, one of the Rhodes brothers, or one of the Rhodes family. And then, I went to the Anarchy shows, went to a couple TCW shows. I ring announced for Texas Wrestling Federation down South Texas for a long time. I have not seen anywhere a promotion quite like Inspire Pro at the indie level anywhere.
Thank you. We really appreciate that.
Well,
we try to thrive, I think, on doing something a bit different and definitely letting our creative juices flow, I guess you could say.
Well, it is absolutely phenomenal. Great show, great venue. And what I like about the venue is I've been in this game long enough where I've been in those pole barns in the middle of August with no fans or AC in a suit.
Yeah, definitely being in the Marquesa Hall and Theater in Austin, it gives us less of a struggle as far as those aspects go. But yeah, it's an amazing facility. We love running shows there.
Right, well, you have AC, and that's a good thing.
Yes, the AC definitely helps. And also, I think we've developed a really good environment where I think, stepping through those doors, per day of a show, it really feels like something special. And I like that. I think it's really important.
Well, now, talk us through, you've been there since the very first show. Obviously, the promoter, Justin Bissonette, who was with Anarchy for a long time, broke away from Anarchy, started Inspire Pro. What was the thought process going in to this new challenge, this new wrestling promotion? I mean, obviously, talk us through that, because it's interesting to me because he did it so well. You know, a lot of times we go to these indie shows, especially some of them where you show up and they got the nice poster and everybody talks about it. You show up and there's 5 people there.
Yeah.
I mean, you show up to an Inspire pro wrestling crowd, that's 200-300 people.
Yeah, definitely, and I think we've done a good job of growing. Like I've looked at some of the footage that we did for our first show back in July of last year, and we've grown since then. I think we got a good crowd that first show, but each show I think it's been really growing. We've been gaining a fan base, we've been gaining a following. And as far as the actual start of the promotion, I think you mentioned. I think the key word there, it was definitely a challenge for Dustin Bisnet. He wanted to challenge himself, and he wanted to give himself just something that he can sort of sink his teeth into. So we helped start Inspire Pro along with Jeff Montgomery, who's another one of the co-founders, and Max Meehan, who this is also his first time in professional wrestling, but he's been a writer. He's done a lot of really cool stuff, so he brings that influence into it. And it's been really cool to work for them. This sort of, I guess, in a sense, gave me my first break. He chose me for this position as play-by-play commentator, which I'm ever so grateful for, because he, one of his many roles when he worked for ACW was commentary. So to have somebody choose you to do the job that they used to do is really humbling, and it makes you feel really good. So it's good to, this is my first time being involved in a wrestling company. Same with Max and Brandon Stroud, who's our ring announcer. Even Lex Lybrand, who does our video stuff. Like, a lot of this is our first time sort of being involved in wrestling, and the learning experience has been really amazing. I get to learn from some amazing people, some really creative people, from the staff to the wrestlers. They're really, really great, and my perspective of wrestling definitely has changed in the past year, and for good measures.
Now, you say you've been a fan since 2002. That'll put you about mid-20s?
Yep. Oh, well, actually, a little bit younger than that. I'm actually 20 right now.
You're 20 right now. Okay, well, 2002,
yeah,
that'd be,
I'm sort of the young sheep, I guess you could say.
Because I'm old school. I'm old school wrestling. I followed wrestling back when it was Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage, George the Animal Steel, Diamond Dallas Page, EC. And then I lost touch with it as I got older. I lost touch with it until I started ring announcing, and when I started ring announcing, that's when I reconnected with it at a different level, really.
Yeah. I kind of, my first glance, I guess you could say, at pro wrestling would probably be around 2002. Luckily, my dad was a big fan of professional wrestling, so when he noticed that I sort of liked it, he showed me guys like Ric Flair. He's a huge Ric Flair fan. Dusty Rhodes, sort of like the old 1980s, 1990s stuff, the stuff I missed. And it gave me sort of, I think, a more appreciation for some of that older stuff as well.
Well, if you don't tear up after watching Flair and the Heartbreak Kid and his last match, his swan song.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was an amazing, not only just an amazing match, but, just the heartfelt appreciation that the fans gave him on the way out of a losing effort. And I think Shawn Michaels showed extreme respect by, even though he won the match, he left the ring first. He got out of there. And
and Ric Flair was a big, because he was still in wrestling in a sense when I was watching it, and to think of someone that had been going like that for so long and still, giving 100% constantly and really doing a lot of really crazy stuff even at his age, it's really spectacular. And it sort of gave me a perspective of people, when you get into wrestling, like, these guys are superheroes almost in a sense, and I think he was definitely a big testament to that.
Well, you obviously grew up with it, 2002 to now, and you're only 20.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Boy, do I feel old.
Yeah, I feel bad. I work for so many people that dwarf me in age by a good 10 years. But it's really cool. It's crazy to me. I mean, I got really, like, when I think about it, I got picked to do the job for Inspire when I was 19 years old.
Wow.
And my first show that we did was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks after I turned 20. And that's kind of crazy to me.
Now, I actually go to the shows. I have yet to try to watch the. Is it a pay-per-view thing that they do, or is it? I mean, how is it? How are you being broadcast?
Actually, what we've been doing as of late, we actually post our full events online on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/InspireProVideo. We've been doing that to sort of work on our production level. We definitely want to get to the point one day where we start selling DVDs and stuff like that, but not until we sort of get that production perfect. Some of our earlier stuff we did in-house, and it's personally not that great, I would say. But we recently started working with a guy named Lex Glybrand, who is actually a film director. And he brings his sort of spin to it, and the production quality since then has gone through the roof. It's been amazing. Funny enough, we actually, like a few hours ago, posted our last event from February, like the Fuse on our YouTube channel. So that's what we've been doing for now, is posting our full shows on YouTube. Just so we want to, get the fans even the fans that have gone to our shows, and even the ones from beyond Texas or that can't make it to a show. We want to give them something to see and follow and stuff like that. But definitely some future stuff is in the works. But for right now, that's sort of our production.
Well, very good. Well, I tell you what, I want to go through the card and who's all on the card and what's going to be happening this Sunday when we get back. We got to take a break, though, because here in radio we got to pay the bills.
Absolutely.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're talking to Eamon Payton, who is the play-by-play announcer for Inspire Pro Wrestling. And we will be right back after these messages. You're listening to Armed Radio Global, and you are on the air.